Even though the current edition of the Subaru WRX is more streamlined and practical, it still manages to keep the rally car character while preserving its sleekness and practicality. This is despite the fact that the previous model, since the Subaru WRX was first introduced to the general public in the role as a racing car, it has been exposed to a significant amount of development. This has been the case ever since the vehicle was first introduced. The Subaru WRX, which is well known for its genuine engine sound, precise steering, and superb mechanical grip, has been redesigned with comfort and quietness as the primary goals of the development process. This is a significant improvement over the previous model. This action was taken in order to enhance the overall performance of the vehicle. This is a significant improvement in comparison to the model that was used previously. When contrasted with the design that came before it, this one is a substantial improvement over the version that came before it. The shifter on the manual gearbox is too large for the majority of people to feel comfortable operating it, despite the fact that the gearbox is accurate elsewhere. Despite the fact that the gearbox is in functioning order, this is the case. On the other hand, the manual transmission is still an option that it is possible to make use of. Due to the fact that it has a damped clutch and a narrow power band from the outset, the new WRX is slower than its predecessor, the sporty Sedan. This is because of the introduction of the new WRX. This is something that has transpired as a result of the interplay between these two components. Even though it possesses a great deal of enticing traits, this is the condition that has come about as a result of the situation. Subaru has chosen to make concessions from a purely practical standpoint in order to improve the fuel efficiency of the WRX. It is the intention of these compromises to make the situation safer. Concessions are being made by Subaru in order to fulfill the WRX's unquenchable need for compact autos. Subaru has been forced to make concessions as a result of this demand. The 2026 Subaru WRX TS is expected to bring back the exhilarating levels of performance that have been associated with this model's rally ancestry for a substantial length of time, making use of its improved suspension, brakes, and tires. This is something that has been awaited for quite some time. This is something that has been noticed for a substantial amount of time prior to this point. This is something that has been predicted for a substantial amount of time, and it is about to start happening. Every single model of the 2026 Subaru WRX comes standard with a turbocharged 2.4-liter flat-4 engine that is capable of producing 271 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. This engine is standard equipment. The engine in question is a standard component. The manufacturer has provided the specs, and this is in accordance with those requirements. It is a component that is considered to be standard when it comes to the engine in question. This means that an all-wheel drive system is incorporated as standard equipment in each and every car that is now available for purchase on the market. This is the case for all vehicles. In order to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour, a manual WRX required 6.0 seconds, whereas a long-term WRX Limited required 5.9 seconds to reach that speed. It was easy to observe the difference in speed that existed between the two scenarios. The WRX GT was able to complete the acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a time that was significantly less than 5.7 seconds. Since it was equipped with a gearbox that was continually changeable, it was due to the fact that the gearbox was continuously variable that this was made possible. The Subaru WRX is anticipated to be made available for purchase in a total of 6 distinct trim levels during the course of this fiscal year. This is a highly probable scenario. The following are the many trim levels that will be available for purchase: Base, Premium, Limited, TR, GT, and TS. There will also be a range of other trim levels available at your disposal for purchase at some point in the future. It is highly likely that Subaru will provide customers with such a wide variety of trim options. In the event that there are no modifications made to the lineup from the previous year, the 2026 Subaru WRX Premium, which places an emphasis on value, is the automobile that we would recommend purchasing. The reason behind this is that the WRX Premium has an emphasis on value. When compared to the Limited, it is more than $4,000 less expensive, coming in at just $36,000 instead of the previous price of $38,000 at which it was positioned. This is significantly more affordable than the Limited,